them all up. I get the site all up, the domain, the banner, the content, everything. I do a little bit of SEO. I submit to Google Plus Local, and I wait. Once that site starts to actually generate some phone calls, then I'll spend some time on it. If a site's not making me any money, I don't spend any time on it. It doesn't deserve my attention. So if a site's making you 8 grand a month, then obviously it deserves more attention than one that's making you $1,000 a month. I'm going to tweak that thing all day long. Does that make sense? So I just run it through that test. Is this thing making me money? And where do I think I could possibly get if I take that next step?
Doug says, can you do the same thing with Angie's List or other big name lead sites? Angie's List isn't really a lead site. They charge people to be listed in the directory, but they don't actually charge per lead. Doug, I have had very good success, like reaching out to big companies, clients like Yodel and Reach Local and those companies. The fact of the matter is that um, most of them don't have a very good reputation, and you have to really understand why. The reason why is, obviously the people high up in the company, they understand what they're doing. Okay, they make the whole machine work. But how much do you think a customer service rep knows about SEO? What kind of results do you think that these guys are actually getting for their clients? Guys, I promise you, all of you guys can get better results. So I play on those emotions. I have had good success, Doug, getting clients from the other big marketing firms.
Mike's got a good question, Joe.
Mike says, "What do you offer or suggest a newbie make to a business to get them to hire you to do lead gen for them?" Mike, it just really depends on what you define as newbie, I guess. So for me, if you really mean like you're just getting started, you don't know much at all, you've never done pay per click, you don't really know anything about SEO, I would start with SEO personally and go after some longer tail, less competitive stuff, like Peter tells you guys to do. That's how you're going to make the most money the fastest, and how you're really going to understand, what's really going on, and I guess kind of get paid to learn, if you will. Does that make sense, Mike? I hope so. Um,
Nancy had a good one, Joe. She said, "Where can we get a list of what Service Magic charges for different niches?"
um, you can call up Service Magic and ask them, Nancy, or I'll tell you later how you can get it. Um, what phone call tracking system do you recommend? Um, uh, what else? We got a question here. I believe you said when using lead gen model, it's better not to deal with professionals such as dentists, chiropractors, etc. Correct? For me, I completely agree. I mean, honestly, professionals, to be honest, might sound backwards, but they're not hungry enough. Okay. And most of them don't really understand what a lead is really worth to them. For example, dentists. I'm sorry if anybody on this call is a dentist. I sincerely apologize for what I'm about to say. Dentists are retarded. Dentists have no business knowledge whatsoever. They seriously don't. All that they want to do is sit in their chair and be a dentist. Okay? They just want butts in the seats, and they don't want to think about anything else. They just want to, be in their own little world and work on teeth. They're not business people. If they don't understand what a client is worth to them, it's very hard to actually do business with them. And the same goes with the rest of professionals. So I stay away from professionals, and I really target like the blue collar stuff like Peter does. I That doesn't mean that I don't have a couple exceptions, that I don't try other niches, but in general, guys, most of my stuff is blue collar. Um, So we got a question here about using Google Places. So yes, guys, I use Google Places, or what is now Google Plus Local, and I make an absolute killing from it. So how does that really work? I know that's going to be the next question. So guys, I get a virtual office in a city. So write this down. You ready? These are the things that I look for in a virtual office. First off, I don't go with the big names. Okay, so I go for the small mom and pops. First thing I ask them, how long is your contract? Okay, what's the monthly fee? Is there a setup fee? What happens if I want to add another business to this address? Okay, so let's back up just a second. So I get a virtual office. I only use the virtual office for that address. Okay. All that I want the virtual office for is mail. I just want them to be able to forward me my mail. Okay, this is very, very common in the virtual office world. Okay, so typically I can get a virtual office for 50 to 100 bucks a month, sometimes less than 50 even, with a short-term commitment. Typically no setup fee. I can, negotiate. And they will let me add more than one business to an address. A lot of them will actually give me multiple suite numbers. Okay. If you guys could go build 10 lead gen sites tomorrow, all with Google Places, from spending 50 to 100 bucks a month, don't you think it would be worth it? For sure. Guys, I set up a lead gen site. I set up a lead gen site just going on 3 months ago. Okay. First thing I did was I built about 200 citations. Those of you guys that don't know what citations are, they're local business directories. Those help you rank. It's one of the biggest ranking factors as far as Google Places or Google Plus Local goes. Okay, submitted those. As soon as those were done, we did 200 to start. As soon as it was done, I went and set up Google Plus Local, actually set up the account and had them send me the verification postcard. As soon as I got it verified, I did 100 more citations. Fast forward now. It's been almost 3 months since I set it up. In the last week, I've gotten 27 calls. One website. Just from Google Plus Local. So I hope that helps, Dean. And Douglas says this is like magic to them. All right. So we got a ton of questions, guys. I got a ton of people just saying, oh, tell me about the call tracking and asking for that. Let's just go ahead and excuse me. Let's go ahead and dive into the call tracking, Peter, and then I want to circle back around and make sure that I answer everybody's questions.
Sounds good, man.
So how do I track phone calls? So guys, I tested out a ton of solutions. I found a few that I liked. But guys, the problem was I started to do quite a bit of volume. And then guys, it got really expensive. Okay, because for the features that I wanted in the call tracking platform, I had to pay a ton of money. Because I was paying 8 to 12 cents per minute in order to get all the features that I wanted. To break it down for you guys, I was paying thousands of dollars per month just for phone call tracking. Okay, guys, I told you I'm going to show you lots of proof. I'm going to continue down that path, show you guys some more proof. So this is call tracking from this company that I used to use. As you guys can see, this is for 4 months. You will see down at the bottom the total amount of calls, 641. Out of those 641 calls, 480 were unique. Just from this one account over 4 months, I used 1,823 minutes, and the average call duration was almost 3 minutes. So guys, in most of the niches that you guys work with, service-based, construction-based, things like that, anything over 90 seconds typically is going to be a very good lead for your clients. Another example here, this is over a period of a month. Hopefully you guys will see just from this one alone why I was paying thousands of dollars a month just for phone call tracking. This is a period of a month again. 2,876 calls. Holy shit. 5,661 minutes in a month just for one client. Guys, this is like over $700 a month just for this one client for phone call tracking. You guys aren't saying anything. You might be a little shocked.
That's amazing, dude. 2,800 phone calls. That's just insane. That was only for one client, Joe?
That was one client.
Oh my God.
This is multiple cities, guys. One client, multiple cities, big niche, big company. But yeah, 2,876 calls, over almost 6,000 minutes.
So that's over $700 just for 1 month of phone
Yeah, just
calls.
for the phone call tracking.
Jamming at Christmas.
So here's another one. Here's for a month. This is a little more realistic, more down to earth, more average. 106 calls. As you guys can see, 300 total minutes for this one with an average duration or an average minutes of 2.8. I skipped past that one for some reason. Again, 2.8 minutes, total minutes, 300 minutes. Another one for you guys, this is a period of a month, 363 calls, 3.2 minutes on average, 1,147.5 minutes for this for a month. Guys, can you guys tell me what local business wouldn't want 350 plus new calls per month? I mean, are you kidding?
Every one of them.
I mean, that's like 10 new calls a day. Plus. I mean, let's go back. What client wouldn't even want 100 new calls a month that you could bring them? I hope you guys are understanding how easy this stuff is to sell. Well, before we go any further. So guys, real quick, before we jump into the call tracking, one of the most important things about tracking numbers that I believe in, or that I think, I've had clients approach us because some pimple-faced kid right out of college got hired to go cold call local businesses by a telemarketing firm about some new traffic strategy or something, or let's say Facebook strategy or Pinterest strategy or pay-per-click or mobile marketing or mobile apps or, guys, you name it, whatever strategy is new to the market, that new shiny object. And they actually end up selling my client. They get them interested, they sell them. So the client comes to me, telling me the story and telling me how this is going to save their business and that they're going to make a ton of money and that they're looking to free up some budget to assign to this strategy. Guys, do you know what that means when a client comes to you and says that they're looking to free up some budget to assign to a different strategy? You're fired. They want to fire you. You're hosed. Exactly. So, guys, write this down. Please, if you write anything else down, write this down. This is my response, and you guys need this response. This is going to save your ass. Oh, yeah, I told myself I wasn't going to swear. I'm sorry. So I always say, look, that's no problem. We are exclusive with you in your area. And if you would like to stop and end your contract, we're happy to take your 350 plus phone calls a month and give them to your competition. Would you like to cancel or keep going? Do you guys see the power in this? I hope you guys understand that tracking numbers aren't just for your clients. It's for you and your business too. So we got a bunch of people asking if I can repeat. I definitely will. I'll slow it down. I always say, look, that's no problem. We are exclusive with you in your area. So if we're in Miami, I would say, look, that's no problem. We're exclusive with you in Miami. And if you would like to stop and end your contract, we're happy to take your 350 plus phone calls a month and give them to your competition. Would you like to cancel or keep going? Guys, I've said this probably 3 or 4 times already in the last hour and 15 minutes or so. You guys can't track or can't manage, or I'm sorry, you guys can't manage or track. Wow, I keep blowing that over and over and over again. What you guys can't track, you can't manage or improve. Again, what you guys can't track, you can't manage or improve. To be honest, again, local businesses don't know what parts of their marketing is working. If you guys are currently doing local marketing services for business owners, they have no idea if it's you that's making their phone ring and making them money, if it's the newspaper ad that they just ran, if it's the billboard on, the side of the highway, or their direct mail campaigns. Guys, phone call tracking gives them the clarity that they need to really make an informed decision. All right, guys, so I actually decided to build a call tracking platform. So you guys saw that with the video that Peter sent you guys. You saw a little snippet or a little preview of it. I just want to share with you real quick my goals for the call tracking platform. First off, the biggest goal by far was it had to be cheaper. I couldn't afford to pay $800. I mean, I could afford it. I just didn't want to afford it. It had to be cheaper. So I was paying $8 to $12 per local phone number per month and 8 to 12 cents per minute. Okay, there are other cheaper alternatives out there, but not with all the features. So, second off, I wanted to be able to brand my company versus a third-party provider. Okay, so I wanted my clients to be able to log in and to see my logo. Thirdly, I wanted the ability to add any feature that we wanted. I showed you guys how we got like 2,800 calls in a month. When you guys are doing volume, you guys are going to have ideas on how you can make a platform better, how you can automate some of the work that you guys have to do, things that'll just make it easier for your business to run. And fourth, I knew that it would make us look like an Inc. 500 company right out of the gate with all of our clients. And lastly, I knew that once we started using the call tracking platform for our lead gen clients, they would want to use the call tracking platform in all their other forms of marketing. And I knew that I could just charge them for that. It would just add another revenue stream to our business. So, guys, our call tracking platform is called Analytic Call Tracking. So, guys, how many of you guys have heard of Twilio? If you have, just let me know in the questions box. Ron says yes. Jim, yes. Mike, yes, 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 no, yes. Okay, so guys, Twilio is a big company. And basically, they are an API system, and they're basically like a telephone company you could think of. But you guys can get phone numbers from them